Triple M's Rush Hour, James Brayshaw, Billy Brownless, and a very special guest in studio,
this
Jim.
amazing lady was coming in, so we were sitting talking about it in the meeting, and I said, yeah, Xena Warrior Princess, you know, a legend, and Bill goes, Jim, that doesn't even touch the surface of what this amazing actress has been able to put together.
A lot of things, Jim.
Bill, as we welcome Lucy Lawless into the studio, and it's great to have you, Luce, I wasn't aware of anywhere near the body of work you'd put together. Bill has an obsession.
Yeah, good on you, Bill.
And you're getting that feeling, aren't you?
A little bit. My mother used to have this horrible habit, like she'd punch you in the arm. She's quite a small woman, but every now and again we'd be so obnoxious, she'd give you a punch in the arm. I'm like, we used to call her the little black bull, and I feel like I might need that now sitting next to Bill.
Parks and recreation, we love that. That's what I love.
Yeah.
No, got nothing to do with that. It's Spartacus, which a lot of people would have seen, very much our audience out there that are listening, because it's all about, I don't know if you've seen it, Jim, set in the ancient Rome, so the good old days.
Yes.
Gladiators underneath. And Luce here was the
domina. I was the lady of the house.
Lady of the house.
But quite low status in terms of that society.
Yes,
so she was always having to claw just to stay where she was.
Okay.
And
she did that well.
Yeah, a lot of skullduggery.
It was, because it's all gladiators, nakedness, Jim.
Because that's historically accurate. That's what you liked about it. A little bit educational, right?
I was learning.
Yeah.
Did it really happen back then, all this
yes,
wild
absolutely.
Romps?
Evidently, yes.
Did.
Yeah, and we would have to get extras because you would have, like, okay, so there's an orgy scene. You have to, how do we get extras to do this? So we'd send away. There's one town in Auckland, in New Zealand. I did not know this, but it's like the porn capital of New Zealand.
Wow.
So we would get people from an agency down there who evidently do this all the time and come up and just say, pair off with your significant other or whatever. And what generally, what are you going to do? Okay, yeah, that's okay. No, please don't do that. And then just let them go at it.
Wow.
Because you couldn't have, every actor, including myself, would freak out when they had to do anything to do with nudity. It's a very vulnerable thing in there. You know, it's kind of it's pretty weird endeavour in front of all these people, some that you've known for 20 years. You know, it's like in front of your brothers kind of thing. It's like, oh God, I'm so embarrassed.
And a big spa, Jim, where she used to...
Bill.
And used to call on the gladiators sometimes just to come up and see her, Liz. Oh, no, actually,
there's
I won't
only one in particular.
One particular
One
lot,
particular.
yeah,
She had a bit of a favourite. Got a little bit confused. You know, women will confuse sex and love.
Yes.
I think that's what she was doing.
Anyway, Bill, I'm pretty sure Luce wasn't coming in here just to talk about your fixation with Spartacus.
I don't care. I love it all.
Stick on Merkins.
You are here
Sometimes stick on other things.
Do that, Jim?
They had stick on penises sometimes because sometimes when you're filming that kind of thing, it just won't play ball.
Really?
And you get a little shy turtle. So we would have like a wall of stick on penises.
Jesus,
that's what you
We
have.
might have
Bill.
a break and we'll come back.
Well,
Pass the tissue.
we're going to get to why you're here in the next break, but also Xena Warrior Princess was the role that sort of established you worldwide. Are you amazed at how incredibly well known that character and therefore you are everywhere?
I am, though I find it a little bit hard to believe, because where I live, I ain't all that famous. Do you know what I mean? I don't live thinking about it, and I think if you move like a normal person, you get treated like a normal person. Maybe you have to wear glasses and be a bit special to attract. I don't know. It's not really relevant, is what I'm saying. So,
but the thing that amazes me
I keep hearing people like you say that to me,
Yeah.
so I'm going, I guess it must be true.
Well, and what interests me with it is, and I've been to Auckland just recently and loved it, and I get that about Auckland as a place, but if you could pull into like a truck stop in Albuquerque. And people there would be going, I reckon that's Xena Warrior Princess.
It does. It happened in Shreveport, Louisiana, in a courthouse, because I go and watch murder trials when I'm in a new town. If I don't know anyone, I go to the courthouse.
You go and watch
always
murder
something
trials.
going on. Yeah. And you really learn about the where you are if you do that. Anyway, but it's like, is that Xena? Oh my God, that's it.
That's it.
Photos, autographs.
It's like, no, I'm not Xena. I'm just
Sitting to see
pay no
who.
attention.
I love that. Let's take a break. Much more with Lucy after this.
Triple M. Triple M's Rush Hour, James Brayshaw, Billy Brownless. By the way, Oz Comic Con is back this long weekend at the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre, and our special guest in studio who'll be appearing tomorrow between 9 and 6 is Lucy Lawless.
What is Oz Comic Con? Luce?
That is where people who love television shows can go and kind of snuggle up to the actors on said favourite show.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and you're there dressed up or as you are
No,
now?
I'm dressed as me.
Me.
But a lot of people come dressed up, yeah, as Xena or one of their favourite characters. Is that
If
how
they
it-
want to,
Yeah.
yeah, depend. Yes, they can wear anything they like. There's a lot of cosplay these days. So
Unbelievable. You got
costume.
John Barrowman from Torchwood and Arrow, Robert Patrick, Terminator 2, the bad guy in that, who was unbelievable. Also did the X-Files. David Anders from the Vampire Diaries, Once Upon a Time. So there's lots of amazing stuff to see here. Yeah?
there's a lot of good stuff and a lot of good people. I've met some of them.
So what happens with you? Your body of work, as I said, has been amazing. Battlestar Galactica and Spartacus, as
I
Bill
feel like
Cunt.
everything's a blooming double entendre. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, it
Things
is
like
here,
that. Yeah,
unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So what's up now? What do you do with yourself
I'm
now?
working on a show called Ash versus Evil Dead, and it's a TV show, half-hour, high-octane, scary, stupid comedy. Like, it's very vulgar, very funny. You'd love it. And starring Bruce Campbell, who was in the original series, and he was Autolycus, King of Thieves. So we've been friends for about 20 years. And so he and I are doing that with a couple of new young stars, and
Cool.
it's so much fun. I get up and I love going to work every day. I'm doing action again, which I didn't have to do in Spartacus, apart from the obvious.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. And I dig it. I
Nice.
dig it. It's really
Do you
life is
teach the
good.
kids? Do you take them under your wing?
They have no interest in I'm just mummy taxi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you do. Your kids do not think you're all that special.
No, the young ones on the film, do you take them on board and say, now, you probably could have done that, or you just let them go?
Oh,
They-
yes, I do, and they're sick of hearing from me. They're like, shut up, old lady.
Has the New Zealand acting fraternity got a nice sort of oneness about it? You know, because amazing actors come out of New Zealand. Russell Crowe, obviously, being maybe the most famous, but lots of incredible.
Yes, I think he'd probably thank you guys for that. I think he was born in New Zealand,
Yeah.
but I think he associates very much as being.
Oh, really?
and I
Because we all think of him
so.
as being in New Zealand.
Yeah.
I do,
Really?
anyway.
When I was a kid, my older brother Nick really, who